Hello everyone and welcome to the Spirits Within Us. Any negative energies that are being sent towards my channel, to myself or to you the viewer, I transmute them into pure, unconditional love, light and healing energies. I send out love to those that are sending and hope they find peace, joy and happiness in their hearts. I've no idea what we're going to read on again. My team's here as always, and creator, so let's see where we are going today. Okay. So we have the star, we have the sun, and we have the tower. Okay, so so it's obviously for you the star. You've always been the star. The sun you've always known, and you always have been in harmony with the universe, in harmony with creator source energy and with your team. There's a tower. It's either been brought to some situation, or it's basically you building, you know, your tower basically may have got knocked down or something, but we're going to see where we're going to go with this. We're going to do the, we'll just do these. I forget what they are now. But we'll just pick these up and we'll do these today. I have no idea what this tower is. I don't think it's your tower, if I'm being totally honest. I really don't think it's your tower. You're the star and, you know, you're full of light and beauty and harmony and peace. I do believe this tower is what someone else was trying to bring into a situation with you. Basically, that's what I'm feeling initially. But we'll see where the cards guide us and we'll see what the cards have got to say on the theme. So, on yourself, something missing, intimacy or fertility issues. On the sun, we have health, abundance and entitlement, and that's come on the down. And then we have Archangel Aniel with joy, gratitude and intuition on the tower. So I sense there was some sort of intimacy or fertility issues in the past. It may have not been with you, it may have been with you and another person basically. We have the health is abundance and entitlement. So I believe that someone felt entitled to your abundance because you obviously are the star, and they felt entitled to what you actually had going on for yourself. They felt that it was theirs and not yours. And I think this is where the tower was brought in. The tower was brought into some situation. I think it is a partnership. You were in a partnership with someone and they thought they were entitled to your star abundance, to, you know, your energy basically. And when the tower was brought in, you know, it was brought in because you listened to your intuition. And Archangel Aniel came in with joy, gratitude. And it's like she's got the basket there of fruit, which is, she's bringing in the fruit for you, for yourself. She's bringing in that. She's bringing in the gratitude and the joy because you actually listened to your intuition about this situation, about this. I feel it was a love situation, to be honest. We have Archangel Raphael over the star with love, healing and miracles. So there was something missing in a relationship. There were infidelities basically, and Archangel Raphael came in with the love and the healing and the miracles. At that time he brought in healing for you, and he brought in the love that was actually missing from this relationship. And you know, the miracles were basically that you listened to your intuition on this decision, and that is why the miracles started to happen in your life, because I believe that this other person was trying to take what was yours. And it's always the way, isn't it? And we have the sun. overworked, out of balance. So they tried to create you to be out of balance. They were pushing you to the limit. You was basically doing a lot. You was overworking basically, and I believe that this person was just lazy, a layabout. They didn't want to work. They felt entitled to your star status and abundance, and they just wanted to sit back and reap the benefits basically of what was already yours. They were just taking the pee basically. And then with the Tower, we have Archangel Metatron with ancient wisdom and understanding, and that came upside down. So this person had no understanding at all of your ancient wisdom. I do believe you are some sort of, just looking at this, you're some sort of royalty, you know, either galactic or an angel, or, you know, you are of royal status in the spiritual world, and they didn't understand this. They didn't understand the wisdom and the knowledge that you had. They didn't understand that you carried so much with you from all of your lifetimes on this planet, on other planets, you carried generations of, you know, team and people and everyone with you. They didn't understand that. And basically he's got the book closed, as you see on this one, because they were closed out of your energy basically. That's what the Tower was. You listened to your intuition and you closed this person out of your energy. So I do believe we're going to do a story on this person, maybe. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So over the top of the star, we have physical issues, illness, accident, injury. So I believe that they were trying to cause you illness, accident, injury. I believe that they were doing this by being lying, deceitful, cheating, causing illusions to you. But also, I believe that this is them now. This is what they're going through. They're having health issues. I have no idea what kind of health issues, but you know, we'll just carry on. We have the Sun with abandonment, feelings of unworthiness and rejection, and that's a little child there sitting on their own and they're upside down. So they're feeling abandoned and, you know, at the moment, but that's what they were trying to bring upon you, but they didn't. They were trying to bring it on you, but every time it's reversed basically and it's for you, it's like that's what they're going to get. If they tried to do these things to you, to harm you in any way, shape or form, because I believe you are of some sort of royalty, galactic royalty, you know, some sort of royalty, that everything was being put back upon them. Now, we have the Tower with Archangel Uriel, passion and spiritual connections. Now, it's on the downside, so they had no spiritual connections. They had, you know, there was no passion in this relationship, and also they were trying to block your spiritual connections. But because you are of royal descent and you work with angels, basically the angels are coming in and they were stopping any Tower that this past person, I do believe it's a past person, you can resonate with it if it is actually happening to you, but I'm feeling it as a past person was trying to bring into the stars life. We have servitude, loss of power or control, and that would come up on the downside. So they were trying to be controlling, they were trying to make you be of service to them. I do believe that you are a person who does help others, so it's not a chore. You just do things naturally. Things come naturally to you. You know, you're a very loving, kind, giving person, and you were just doing it. But this, like I said before, they were taking the pee, this person was, and they were trying to be controlling over you, but they had no control basically. It was just an illusion. It was just an illusion in their mind. We have the caretaker over the Sun, putting others first, and this was you. I do believe that at this point, you knew you was something. You knew you was here to shine, basically, and you did shine. You were very shiny and beautiful, and this is what this person's seen. This is what attracted this person, because they are so dark and they were so dark, and that's all that they were doing were bringing on negativity, loss, fear, grief, anything like that were bringing into you. Yeah, you put them first. You wasn't thinking of yourself at this point. You, because you are a natural caregiver, you were still giving to them. You were still giving, and it looks as though, you know, there were some sort of child in this situation, be it a male or a female. They have issues from childhood, basically. They basically want to be looked after. They want to be lazy. They don't want to do anything. They want someone else to do everything for them. And, you know, they're seeing you nice and shiny as the ideal candidate to do this for them. And then we have the Terror with the warrior, courage and taking on challenges. And this is you, because you are a warrior. You know, you had the courage to, it was like this was a challenge for you, and it was as if you were trying to help this person. You were trying to help them, and you took it on as a challenge, basically. You took it on as a challenge, and I think it was, I've said it before, it could have been a mission. It could have been a mission for you to assist in this person, you know, trying to get them not to be lazy, not to be doing all of the things that they did, basically. We have addictions, reactive behaviours, reclaiming your power. So, yeah, the Star. I believe you... I don't think you actually say overindulged with things. You did do things within moderation, i.e. drinking, narcotic, you know, drugs, food. You did things within moderation, but I believe that when this person came into your life, because they was an addictive personality, I've just got that they actually said to you that they, what was it? What? They're easily led. They said that they were easily led to you. So basically, they were trying to put this upon you for you to be easily led. I believe that they were trying to switch things around with you. They were, if you would say something, they would go against you with it. But then if another person was in the vicinity, this, what you told them or said to them, they would then claim it as theirs, and you were like, you'd look at them as if to say, well, you went against me with that. And I do believe on a few instances you did say, oh, well, I said that to you the other day, and you said, and they would, no, you know, gaslighting and that, even in front of others. I believe that this person wore a mask all the way through the relationship, and you actually knew it. You seen it from an early beginning. You seen what they were doing, but like I said before, you took it on as a challenge, and you thought, you know, it's just another mission. It's just someone else who I've got to help, because you are a caregiver, a caretaker. And with the Sun, we have community, personal or professional connections. Now that's on the downside. So this is what they were doing. They had other connections, either personal connections, or they were with professional business. They were doing things at work, basically. Basically, they were out for anyone, and that's what they were. I think you were aware of this, and I do believe that you put this to them and said, look, you know, I know what's going on, and they denied it as always. And then we have the Terror with Archangel Michael, and it came under strength, courage and letting go, and that came on the downward side. So you had trouble with letting go of this person. You kept thinking in your mind that you could help them, that you know, that you could have done something. But Archangel Michael had to come in and say, look, you're strong enough to do this. I'm going to give you the courage, and I'm going to give you a little bit more strength to let go of this situation. And that was the Tower. That's what happened. Archangel Michael come in and he helped you, he assisted you to let go of this energy, to let it go and to move on from it, because it wasn't serving you, it wasn't doing anything good at all, it was just draining you, to be honest. We have the Star with resourcefulness, intelligence, mental action and right thinking. So this is you. You know, you've always had mental stability. You've always been a right thinker. You've always had good intelligence. And, you know, it's on the upside. And I do believe that when they first came into this relationship, you was fine about it. You was okay. You was very stable. You know, you were on the right path. You were on your path. You were on a path that you've walked for many years. And I believe that they came in at this point. I think something did go on, something went on that affected you to the point whereas you allowed this to happen. So we have the Sun with leadership, vote today, person of authority in the up. Now, this is you being the Star, but I also think you suffered a loss, a grief of a family loved one at this point. And, you know, even though you were up and clear thinking and that, when this loss occurred, it did cause a terror in your life. So this is why you allowed this person to be there, you know. And I do want to point out that if you are going through any sort of a grief, or you know you are going to lose a family member, a friend, a loved one, anything like that, and you're single, or, you know, don't let anyone come into your life, because this is the time when you're at a low point. When you're grieving, you do get to, your vibration does lower. And this is what I was picking up from this. When you met this person, you were good, you know, you were in your leadership, you were resourceful, you were intelligent, you were in your own peace of mind. I believe you suffered some sort of a loss with a family member, and it clouded your judgment, basically. It clouded your judgment, and you just carried on with the situation, because we have success, personal or professional achievement, and that's on the downside. So yeah, I believe that you had some sort of a personal loss, and this is what I was just talking about. So it was something that put you into a situation of grief, and this was a tower to you, and this is what allowed this person to sneak into your energy, basically. You are the Star, and we've got explorer, traveller, wanderer. So yeah, you were already, before this happened, you were already set. You knew what you were doing. You had your plan. You knew what your life entailed. You've been very intuitive for such a long time, and you knew that you was going to explore, that you were going to be a traveller. I believe that you hadn't travelled much, but you knew that that was what your future entailed, was for you to be this traveller. And this is, you know, this is what was happening at the time. We have Archangel Raguel over the Sun with justice, discipline and harmony. And he came in because there was no justice, discipline or harmony. This person, they came in and they had none of that. They had no harmony, no discipline, no justice. They were bad to the bone. Do you know what I mean? And that was with the Sun. They had no light. They had no light in them or anything. And because of your judgment being clouded, because of a loss that you had occurred or was occurring at the time, your judgment was very clouded and you didn't see this. But it's no fault of your own. It's something that happens to all of us. You know, grief it can last a month or it can last a lifetime. It's one of those things, and it just so happened that this person came and They came at the right time for them, but which they thought, but it wasn't the right time for them at all. We have the Tower with loss. Yeah, I did say loss, and it's in the upwards. So they wanted to bring a loss. They wanted to bring even more bad fortune to you in this situation, in your time of grief, of all places. You know, that's when you need someone to be loving, kind and caring to you, and they just didn't want to be there for you. It's got a reversal of fortune. So basically, everything that this person was trying to do to you and was bringing upon you because of your loss, they're now going through it. They have got everything back upon them, everything basically. We have deceit, betrayal, manipulation. So from straight on in the beginning of the relationship, they came in on deceit. They came in to betray you. They was already in a betrayal. They were probably already in a relationship, and they came in to manipulate you and betray you, you know. The Sun, we have finding love, spouse, lover. So yeah, you were looking, or this was what you lost. You lost a spouse, you lost a lover, you lost, you know, someone very important to you that brought a Tower. And I think that you were looking to replace this loss that you was going through, or was gonna, you was there, and you knew that you needed someone to replace it, and they came in and they tried to copy this energy, basically, to copy the energy that you'd lost or was losing, and to, you know, that was the mask they were wearing. They were trying to fill that empty spot, that empty void that was in your life. And because you were grieving, you couldn't see beyond the mask at the time. Yet you've always been very intuitive, and normally you can. So you know, I think you did notice signs, but because you were grieving, you saw, no, it's because I'm grieving. This is this feeling I'm getting, this anxiousness, this sickness that I'm getting in my stomach. Because you could have been going through an awakening at the same time. This loss of this loved one, this spouse, it could have been a parent, a lover, anyone that you could have lost, and you were grieving over them. You know, it was going to bring on a major spiritual awakening in your life. I believe that you had no karma because you was the star. You were destined to shine, and you were already shining. You were already walking in the sun, in the light, in the beauty before this person came in. And they came in hell-bent to take everything from you, basically. And they were being deceitful to pretend that they were nice and shiny, like the loved one or the person you lost. So you allowed them in because at that time you were grieving, and you needed some support, but it was the wrong support. But don't feel bad about it. It's fine, and it was a lesson. And it seems as though when this Tower happened, you knew, and I think sometime in this relationship that you were going through with this past person, you knew, your intuition kicked in, and I believe that this lost loved one was actually helping you in this situation and guiding you and telling you exactly what they were doing. You were getting downloads continuously, and I believe that you was putting it forward to this person. We have devotion, spiritual practice, intuition, history, devotion, divination. Oh my God, I can't say the words, but you know what I mean. It's to do with spiritual practices, divination, thank you. And you know, you were up on your spiritual practices. You were very intuitive. You had an intuitive history. It's an history that has been passed down generations through your family, and that's what I was just saying. This passed over loved one was there telling you. They were being intuitive for you. They were your history. They were a part of you, and they were telling you these things. They were telling you what this person was doing. Because I'm also seeing that they were doing some kind of divination upon you, yeah. Some sort of spiritual practice under the moon, behind your back, hiding. Yeah, I believe that they were trying to put some kind of spells on you to, oh wow, they were, obviously, firstly, they came in pretending to be someone that they wasn't. They came in with an offer which was dirty in the beginning. They were basically bringing in some sort of a love spell to make you believe that they were the person that you'd lost. It could not. It may have been a lover you lost. It may have been. It was just someone who you was very devoted to. Your art was devoted 100% to this person that you lost, and they tried to use that against you. And they weren't working alone. I see that they had a lot of people with them, and all these people, they were going through major karma, major God's wrath, you know, for what they tried to do to you, for what they were doing to you. You were already in a position of authority, basically. You were already royalty. You were already the star. You were already shining, you know. You had no karma. You were just dealing with a loss, and I think this loss was going to bring on your awakening to tell you who you actually are and why you're actually here. It was to awaken you to your abilities of being spiritual royalty, and that once this one ancestor, I am feeling it was an ancestor, had passed over, I believe that all the power that they held within them was then passed down to you, the next generation. So basically, every lifetime or every existence that this ancestor had been in, all the knowledge or the wisdom that they held, once they go, it gets passed down to you. And I don't think this person knew this. I don't think this person understood who you actually were. They just thought you were someone who they could manipulate. And was they wrong? They were so wrong, because what they actually did, they activated you into your power. You were already going through it. This was something that was written, that was going to happen, that you was going to get all your ancestral wisdom, your ancestral knowledge, from eons, from the beginning of your creation. This was going to come back to you. You were going to be awakened to self. You were destined to be the star. This was your destiny. You were destined to shine beautiful, to shine bright. And someone tried to mess that up. And it's like, what were they thinking? Basically, this is what were they thinking? I can't believe what they were thinking. To do this, they were clearly mentally unstable to try and do this to royalty. So let's see what else we've got on the star. We have longing for love, loneliness. You weren't lonely because you had already got your ancestral people with you, but look at them. There they are with all the people they were playing with, all these people, you know, and these people and places and things that they were messing with knew what they were doing. You know, they thought they were going to bring down someone who was nice and shiny. They just thought you were shiny. They just thought you had a lot of abundance, but your abundance is from within. It's who you are. You are beautiful and shiny, and you've always been like that. And that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to take from you. I already said in the beginning, this person was basically a loser. You know, all they wanted to do was sit about and, yeah, that probably worked, but they didn't work that hard, you know, and they'd come and they'd sit about and you were already looking after them, doing things. They were taking advantage of you from the very beginning of your kind-hearted nature for who you are. And that, you know, they were trying to take something from you, but they didn't. They didn't anyway. We've got relationship repeat, shift, release, enjoy. There will be no relationship repeat. You moved out of the situation and you're enjoying your life, basically. Now, they are past people who they were doing things for, basically, whether it's a male or a female energy, but I believe that they would do this to go and meet with other people because they were also with somebody who was lazy, who didn't want to do anything with their life. They just wanted all the glamour and all the glitz from what someone else would give them. They were never willing to work, and these two or three or all of them or whoever they were, they're all getting what they truly deserve, and the tower is falling in their lives right this moment. The tower started falling as soon as they started doing this to you, to be fair. We have a shaman healing energy, and that's on the upside. So, you know, I believe you're a shaman. You have beautiful healing energies. Wow, I've just seen that. I've only just seen what she's actually doing with her hand. You see what she's doing with her hand? It's like as though she's controlling energy, and it looks like grids. So I believe you're not just a shaman. I believe you are galactic royalty. I believe you're a starseed, to be fair. And you are a controller of the grids of the planet. And obviously shamans are anyway. Shamans connect to the planet. And this is your mission. And they were trying to stop this. They were trying to, yeah. We have over the star, we have education, university, learning, teaching. So I believe that you're a teacher. You're here to learn, and you're here to learn others. Over the sun, we have imprisonment, persecution, judgment. They were trying to imprison you. They were trying to give the judgment what they had got to have. Basically, I think they've done this with a lot of people, and I believe that you were the person that stopped them. So everything that they've done to others, not just the person you was with in the partnership with, but all the other people who worked with them and knew exactly what they were doing, whatever they've done for a long, long time, that's it. You were their judgment. You was the one that stopped it. And everything that they've been doing now, they have got to do again. They have got to suffer the consequences of everything and all their actions, what they've done to people before you, basically. And over the tower, we have Archangel Raziel with inspiration, mysteries, Akashic records. And there she is holding the Akashic records. So she held back your Akashic records. She was looking after your Akashic records. You know, she was there bringing inspiration and the mysteries. I believe you've got a lot of magic in your bones, in your body, and, you know, within you, because you are royalty. And she was there taking care of it. This is what they were after. They thought they could take your spot, basically, and that weren't going to happen. So my phone's been flashing again, and it's a nightmare. It's actually a nightmare. I think we kind of got the gist of this reading, so I am going to close it. I would have liked to have done some angels, but I can't because of the phone. So over the star, there was justice called on this situation because you've always been balanced. The Hermit, the Sun. From all this that happened, Creator was there with you, inspiring you, always being with you. You went into Hermit mode and you learned about exactly what happened, and you always knew anyway. And we have a death. There was a death to this situation. The Tower and the death, yeah. It didn't look too promising for these people, places and things that were trying to bring a tower and death to the star. Basically, you are the star. You shining bright and you walk in the sunlight. There were towers that were happening to these people, and there are towers happening right this second to these people. You are the justice. You were their justice. You brought in the justice for everything they have been doing to everyone for a very, very long time. And I don't think it's just one lifetime. I believe this person has followed you through different lifetimes. And at this time, it was like, it ain't going to happen anymore because you came. You're balanced with your light and dark. you're balanced with your male and female aspects, and you brought in the justice. You was this person's justice. You was this person's karma. Basically, they messed with the wrong one. They messed with the wrong one, because you're the hermit, you know. You're not just the star. You're not just the sun. You're the hermit, you know. You go to God. You're with God. You're a part of God. You're a part of Creator. He is in you, and you are with Him, in Him. And yeah, they basically messed with the wrong one, because they are basically they've got terrors, and they have the death card as well. So death was brought to the situation, and I do believe that the horseman is on their back now. So I do, this has brought a little bit of clarification to you, the star, and you're still shiny, you're still beautiful, and this was your mission, your galactic royalty, or some sort of royalty. So from myself, my team and Creator, we wish you unconditional love, light and healing energy. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.